You will talk to an and I'm will play in your face, over and over and over and over and over again, and she'll be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And it's sad that a nigga like to, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. And I've really been sparing you. You've been feeling yourself, nigga, because of your album and shit. And you really been doing me dirty after some years that I'm up your ass. Not even a thank you that I got for your. And it's so crazy that I gotta go fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. And I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of it.
This situation feels dark because Cardi B didn't simply leave over another cheating rumor about Offset. According to fresh reports spreading online, the issue allegedly went much deeper than that. Things are said to have escalated after Cardi discovered that her own sister, Hennessy, may have crossed a serious line involving Offset. Once that information reportedly came out, everything shifted. The quiet tension between the sisters, the noticeable distance, and the awkward energy fans couldn't fully understand suddenly started making sense. Cheating by itself had never pushed Cardi this far before. Public humiliation didn't do it either. She stood beside Offset through multiple scandals, and even defended him publicly when most people would have already walked away. That's why when Cardi finally snapped during a live session and lashed out at Offset, people realized something heavier was happening behind closed doors. That reaction didn't feel like it came from just another headline. It felt personal. Now, individuals close to the situation are suggesting this may have been the true breaking point. Not only the end of the marriage, but strain within the family as well. This wasn't ordinary relationship drama. It was betrayal stacked on top of betrayal. And situations like that change people permanently. Honestly, this could be one of the most shocking rumors in a long time. It also explains why fans notice Cardi and Hennessy seeming less close publicly, posting less together, and not appearing united the way they once did, according to reports. For a while, many believed Offset's cheating was the sole reason Cardi finally left. But when you examine the history, that explanation alone doesn't fully connect. No blame, just perspective. Offset faced cheating rumors even before they married, and Cardi still went through with the wedding. Afterward, when more issues surfaced, she defended him strongly, sometimes putting herself in uncomfortable positions to protect his image. So if cheating wasn't enough before, something clearly changed this time. Whatever occurred made Cardi finally choose herself, and now the timeline makes more sense. Remember when Cardi openly spoke about the pressure she was receiving? She said, "It's like everybody is coming at my neck. Why are you not leaving him? I'm rich. I know I'm talented. I know I could have any man I want, but I want to work out my problems with my man, and I don't have to explain why. This is my life. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to decide on my own." She also admitted, "It's not right what he did, but people don't know what I did because I'm not an angel." That statement alone showed she wasn't pretending to be perfect or acting brand new. She accepted her decisions and stood firmly on them. And if anyone assumed cheating would automatically make her walk away, Cardi addressed that herself. She said, "If people keep talking about it and asking me how I feel, why can't I respond whether it's right or wrong? No, it's not right for a man to cheat. But what do you want me to do? Go sleep with someone else, start over, and possibly get cheated on again?" Then she added something that truly stayed with people. "These things happen to many relationships, and it could happen to you too. Everyone handles their relationship differently." That wasn't denial. That was her explaining why she chose to stay and work on her marriage instead of giving in to outside pressure. And she really did stay beside Offset through one scandal after another. There were so many cheating allegations that people eventually lost count. Still, at one point, it appeared Cardi may have finally reached her limit. That was when the situation involving Pri surfaced. The claims about Offset allegedly getting another woman pregnant, and Pri's friend Blue exposing everything online. At that moment, it seemed like more than enough reason for Cardi to emotionally detach from the marriage. Not only was there alleged cheating, but it didn't seem discreet anymore. Most people accepted that narrative and moved forward. So imagine the surprise when new whispers began circulating that the deeper issue wasn't just Pri. According to certain sources, Cardi allegedly discovered that Offset and Hennessy may have shared a reckless night together. To be clear, no one is claiming Hennessy intended to take her sister's husband. In fact, many have said Hennessy disliked Offset because of how he treated Cardi and how careless his cheating appeared. Some may remember that previously an insider claimed Hennessy had major concerns about Offset's behavior. According to that source, she believed he was love-bombing Cardi. The pattern seemed obvious. Each time he was exposed for cheating, he followed up with dramatic public gestures to win Cardi back. One example often mentioned is when Offset publicly proposed despite them already being secretly married. Another widely discussed moment was when he interrupted Cardi's Rolling Loud performance, stepped on stage, and begged her for forgiveness in front of thousands of fans. To some it seemed romantic. To others it felt strategic. So what changed everything? Sources now claim that Offset allegedly got Hennessy intoxicated and, while she was under the influence, pressured her into a compromising situation involving another adult man. The exact details remain unclear, but insiders say events escalated quickly once Cardi found out. If you recall that live session where Cardi exploded at Offset, insiders claim this incident triggered it. People could tell her reaction wasn't typical. It wasn't her usual response to cheating rumors. It felt raw, emotional, and deeply personal.
Talk to an and I'm will play in your face over and over and over and over and over again until you be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And it's sad that a nigga like to, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He like to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. And I've really been sparing you. You've been feeling yourself, nigga, because of your album and you really been doing me dirty after so years that I'm up your ass. Not even a thank you that I got for your. And it's so crazy that I gotta go fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
If those allegations are accurate, this goes far beyond normal relationship problems. Crossing a boundary involving a family member would shake anyone deeply. That's no longer just about trust within a marriage. That touches on respect, control, and limits that should never be crossed. Unfortunately, reports suggest it also created tension between Cardi and Hennessy. Even if Hennessy wasn't technically responsible, emotions don't always follow logic, and Cardi would understandably feel conflicted. According to reports, they weren't on the best terms for a period of time. This background also helps explain why Cardi's family reportedly began urging her to officially separate from Offset in 2024. When problems stop being private and start affecting the entire family, advice often shifts from patience to protection. A blind item later surfaced that added more perspective. It suggested Cardi's husband was behaving recklessly despite knowing how much stress she was already under. The blind claimed her family wanted her to leave because they were genuinely concerned about her well-being due to repeated cheating. The situation was described as chaotic from every angle. And the source even stated, "I love Cardi for real." The same source argued she should have left the first time and saved herself years of emotional exhaustion and public embarrassment. They framed it as proof that trying to change someone who consistently shows you who they are rarely works. From the outside, the entire situation appeared messy and never fully calmed down. Some also pointed out that Cardi later being linked to someone with a similar reputation didn't happen randomly. When you step back and view the entire picture, it explains why she didn't hesitate or overanalyze the decision. Her tolerance had already been stretched thin for years, and by then, much of the damage was irreversible. This wasn't Cardi randomly deciding one morning that she was finished with her marriage. Something occurred that completely altered how she saw Offset, their relationship, and everything she had been holding together privately. Even those closest to her knew she had endured constant cheating, humiliation, and disrespect for a long time. But this situation entered a different category. Reports suggest Offset didn't just damage the relationship. He broke trust on multiple levels at once. And although Hennessy may not have been at fault, the aftermath still left lasting effects. When something that personal hits so close to home, dynamics shift permanently. Distance grows. Awkwardness settles in. Some bonds never fully repair. Now the marriage is officially over, and the family dynamic reportedly isn't the same. Cardi appears to be moving like someone who finally reached her limit. Apologies, explanations, or silence no longer seem to matter. That chapter appears closed. The remaining question is how much of the full story has yet to surface. When you zoom out, it becomes clear this was no longer just about infidelity. Cardi had already endured years of public embarrassment, non-stop rumors, and visible disrespect. She tolerated it, justified it, and even defended it when questioned. Patience like that doesn't disappear overnight, it slowly wears down over time. What ultimately shifted everything was how personal it became. Once the issue extended beyond the marriage and began impacting her family, the boundaries changed. People can rationalize cheating patterns. They can forgive repeated mistakes. But when lines blur within your inner circle, especially involving someone you deeply trust, the damage hits differently. That's when self-preservation takes priority over loyalty to a relationship. This also explains why Cardi's family reportedly stopped remaining neutral. Families may tolerate cycles if they believe healing is possible. But when repeated behavior causes emotional harm, concern becomes urgency. Reports suggest the pressure for Cardi to leave came from those who watched her privately carry the burden for years while smiling publicly. It also explains her emotional shift afterward. She wasn't acting confused. She moved like someone who had already processed the hardest part quietly. By the time the public realized what was happening, she had already made her decision.